All right, the outlook for Tuesday is for some scattered severe thunderstorms. A large area of the mid-Atlantic is highlighted as a level 2 out of 5 for those severe storms, and kind of looking at a time frame, say between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. All hazards at play. The primary threat will be damaging wind gusts, 60 to 70 plus miles an hour. Some spotty large hail, that's 1 inch in diameter or larger. And while low, but not zero, an isolated quick spin up tornado or two cannot be ruled out. Now, as we take a look at some of the lightning and some of the isolated strong to severe thunderstorms last night, here's a nice scene from Brittany Cochran. She was viewing this looking up towards Carter Mountain, and these storms came through Albemarle, and storms would come through Zion Crossroads, Fluvanna, Louisa, and Buckingham. And the one that went through Louisa was particularly very strong. It was actually rotating aloft and did produce some very large hail. Lots of reports of large hailstones, golf balls or larger, especially from south of Louisa out toward Bumpus and Fredericks Hall. Observation of a 2 inch in diameter or a little larger. So that's anywhere from golf ball size hail to just shy of maybe a baseball. So again, that will do some significant damage. But that was last night. Most of that was before 11:30, but again, it was intense, the areas that did get to see those. Temperatures right now are in the mid and low 80s. We made it to a high of 87 this afternoon. The humidity hasn't been all that bad. We do have hazy skies out there. That's from some of the wildfire smoke that's still with us, but it is aloft. It'll fluctuate with the prevailing wind out of the northwest aloft. We're going to have bouts of this even going forward, even the next several days. Temperatures tonight pretty much in the upper 60s. First alert weather day here for Tuesday. Most of us will top out in the upper 80s before those storms set in. But the big thing tomorrow is how much cloud cover, how much leftover showers we have from the morning hours before we start to see the development of sunshine. If we have more clouds and more showers, that could cut down on some of the storms that fire during the afternoon. So that's something that we'll be monitoring, but their threat is still there for any of those storms to go severe, especially as we head through the afternoon and evening, because the environment certainly supports it. And as far as the general rainfall amounts, anywhere from ½ an inch to over an inch. Of course, any storm capable of producing localized higher amounts. So first alert weather day here for Tuesday, have multiple ways to receive warnings, and then the payoff will be the mid and late week. While the humidity is much higher tomorrow, those dew points in the soupy 70s, they will drop off to more tolerable levels the rest of the week. So again, the big complex of storms tonight out toward Cincinnati, out toward Indianapolis, up toward Chicago, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they're moving off to the south and east. That's because the prevailing wind is out of the northwest. They're riding over a big ridge in the atmosphere, and you can see the heat that's out west. So on the periphery of that ridge, that's where those storms fire. Storms like to feed off boundaries. So clouds increase tonight, still muggy, temperatures in the 60s. Again, first alert weather day here for Tuesday afternoon and evening with the threat for some of those severe storms. The payoff being a nice mid to late week with pretty seasonable temperatures. The rest of the week, we'll maybe see some more storms in here by the weekend.
All right, Eric, thank you.
Well, 3 UVA